I'm here. I am here. I am alive. I am here. Getting a lot of messages from people who are concerned, as I am. But yesterday was a long, long night. My trip to get the x-rays took a lot longer than I thought it would. No. But I have the results. And I had to get a radiologist to look at it. Then the practitioner had to look at it. And then they had to do more x-rays because they want to double check the first time around. I haven't showered. Look at my hair. I haven't showered for days. I am not, I usually come really freshly shaven, and I haven't shaved because I've been not okay. I feel numb right now with all the steroids that I'm on. Thank you to my patrons who, they've been watching this all unfold behind the scenes, and I just posted today another vlog, and tonight I'll be doing something else, like a live stream and posting some photos from the hospital. So if you're a patron, I really appreciate that. If you'd like to join, you can click the link down in the description box. Ouch! Ouch! If you want to come see more about what's happening to me, click the link below to follow my Patreon. You'll get exclusive weekly videos about my life, plus tons of mukbangs not allowed on YouTube. Link below. And I know I should be eating. Eat to survive. That's the joke. I'm on like 4 medications all at once right now. And the saddest part. Hello. It's me. I'm gonna try to do this video again. The hardest part about this experience is 2 things. One of them is the fact that I don't know how long it's gonna take. Yes, I have broken 3 ribs. 3. I thought maybe 1 or 2. 3 ribs. And it explains so much, And the second hardest part, well, the first hard part is I don't know how long it's going to take to heal. These things can take people anywhere from 12 weeks to 15 weeks. Weeks! Like months. I'm currently on a lot of steroid medication right now. And it still hurts if I walk or twist my body. But it's like a dull ache versus stabbing. And I can still walk. I can walk just fine. I don't need a walker, but I have to go slowly. And I have to shuffle my feet. So that kind of sucks. Not knowing how long it will take. The other part is that I have to be basically immobile for I don't know how long. I don't know how long. And, things are already really hard for me because of my weight, because I'm this size. And now it's gonna be extra hard. Like, I haven't showered for 3 days. I haven't shaved. I can't even reach behind me after the bathroom because it hurts so much. It hurts to do everything. And I know I need to get my weight under control. I know I do. I know I do. I have seen people in the comments who say things like, we do like you. We're not all haters. We don't want to see you dead. You bring me a lot of joy in my life. And I enjoy your channel. I like seeing you on YouTube. It's fun. I'm here. Ouch. 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 The food is here. I have no idea if this video is even gonna get up today. It depends how much my editor has to do. It depends how much is on his plate. Usually I give it to him the day beforehand or at least 5 hours beforehand, but I'm like crippled. Like I can barely walk and I'm on these things. But I was craving a big, big man. Big man. And so that's one side effect of the steroids. The doctor said that you're gonna be extra hungry and you might have trouble sleeping, which is not very good. And I know if I eat more, I sleep better. So, ow. Ouch. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ouch. Ooh. Okay, this is the best. Ooh. Maybe this can kind of, I don't know. Ooh. Oh, that's cheesy and greasy. Ooh. 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 Look at that. Ooh. Big. I remember it being big. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my God. I deserve this pizza. A lot. For everything I'm going through. For everything I'm going through. It's so good. It's so cheesy.
Click the link below and get yourself a cameo where I'll make a special video just for you. Treat yourself or surprise someone else. It makes a great gift. Link below.
I kind of feel like I'm floating, but I also feel like I'm not. I also feel like I've been hit by a bus and then stepped on. I feel like a cockroach that's been stepped on but survived. This is my last hope, pizza. Mmm. This tastes really good. Don't fall. Mmm. 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 Papa John's is fresh. Oh, I forgot my ranch. I can't get back up. You know, it's kind of funny. I wouldn't have wanted to get up before I broke my ribs. Now I especially don't. Ouch! Just holding up my arm hurts. I like it. This left arm, if I raise it to do something, all the back hurts. Or this stupid little, ouch! I'm gonna have to open it down here. Oh, why can't I open this? Oh great, it's splashed. I'm keeping this arm down. Ooh, it's greasy in the middle. Cheers to my big Shaquille O'Neal. And what is this? Michael Jordan pizza. Mmm. Oh man, that blue cheese. The best thing about eating is that my cough dies down a little bit. Eating, sleeping, or like really preoccupied. I'll find myself if I'm like reading something and it's really intense. It's like I have to trick my brain not to think about the tickle. I told the whatever. I'm not gonna expose no doctor. I have to say, the place I went was very nice. Very kind people. Alright, let's try. This is greasy. This is the Philly cheesesteak. Ouch! It is very greasy. Philly cheesesteak. Panini, panano. Look at this. Oh my god. All that cheese and meat. And they fold it in half and then they grill it in grease. Oh, it's very hot though. Oh, this is gonna be a rough journey. First, my hernia. At least the ribs can heal. Hernias cannot. Hernias cannot. Ugh, ouch! If I cough, I feel it. Okay, let's do more. Pizza. It's so fresh, it's so chewy, it's so warm. They put a lot of pepperoni on here. This puts Pizza Hut to shame. I have garlic sauce, but you guys know garlic makes me very ill. Sulfur. I'm literally on my last rope. And it's kind of embarrassing. I think people can tell that it's not going well. I've been getting so big. Ooh, ow. I love when the doctor was like, just take it easy and just try to sit still. Try not to bend over too much. Try not to go up and down stairs. Try not to clean. I'm like, I don't do any of those things. Anyway, I sit all day. Anyway, I didn't tell him that. But all right, now that this has kind of cooled off a little bit. Ooh. This Philly cheese, ouch! This Philly cheese steak, I can just tell it's gonna be good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at all that. Ouch, it's hot. Ouch. Look, ouch. Man, that's good. And fresh. That is good. That's only $5 too. Ooh. Luckily, it doesn't even need much salt. I'm like, oh, I'm not using these garlics, but listen, if it's a special occasion, I'll have garlic, I'll have onions. Oh my god, that blue cheese. But I'm just trying to survive right now. I love their dough. It's so chewy. Mm. Mm. Alright, let's go for this again. It's kind of cooling off. Ooh. Mmm. That is so comforting, actually. That is so comforting. It's so warm, like hot. Like my chest is hot right now. But it's so good. Oh, speaking of my chest, let me show you my x-rays. My esophagus, not my esophagus, my trachea is doing weird things. Mm. Now, my doctor told me about the 3 ribs on my left side. You can see the cracks. He said my heart was not inflamed because I told him that I took the beep beep beep. You know, they're checking for that. And I told him ever since I took it, it's been downward spirals for me. And then he said the lungs look fine, the heart looks fine, the heart's not inflamed or enlarged. But what we do see, not covered up my personal information. That has like the doctor's names, the doctor's address, the doctor's phone numbers. I don't know people. I don't need people doing call it and stuff. Ouch! I'm using my other arm. Dang it! I can't like use this arm. I have to stay stiff like a robot. Just move. Ah! If I wasn't under all these pain meds, I wouldn't even be eating. This would be like the biggest weight loss journey of my life. It's gonna take months to fully heal. Months. This is why I'm devastated about my career. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. I have to use my right hand because my... So I have like 10 of these. They did multiple shots standing to the camera and then turn around and stand back. I had to press my back up against the thing. This one shows it really well. As you can see, here's my chest cavity. This is an L, but it's backwards, so this indicates this is the right. I was facing the opposite way to the camera. Here's my trachea, which I need any of you guys to please help me in the comments. He did not bring up my trachea to me when we were going over everything. He did not bring up my trachea. He said he did mention the heart, which is not inflamed. He said the lungs look fine. But ouch! Please look. Excuse me. Please look at that trachea. It's like curving. This thing. It like does an S. And I saw that. I'm like, that doesn't look. That does not look normal. And so I Googled when I got home. Ouch! I Googled x-rays of tracheas. I've never seen one that looks that curvy. ever. I'm like, oh my god, why didn't he say anything? Maybe it's just it's a deformality, but it's not that big of a deal. But now, as you can see, this side is my right side. These are the ribs. This, I'm gonna use this hand. This side, if you look at the very bottom, the last three, you can see that they disconnect. Ouch! You can see that it's separated. Look at one side and look at the other. The last three little bone things. The last three little bones. Last three on one side, last three on the other side. Or whatever. It's three, but I don't know if it's the last three. It's just what you, this is what. That's because of the angle. If you have this angle here. Okay, make sure the doctor's address is correct. You can see it even more clearly here. This is zoomed in. This C L for left. This L is the opposite L of this L because this was backwards. So now it's on this side. And you can see right here, split, split, split. These are healthy. Those are not. I know what's really funny about this one. You can see, look what this is right here. Does anyone know what that is? See that line right there? What do you guys think this is? This line. That's my roll. That's, well, I can't. I'm not getting up, but like, down here where the love handle comes out. You can actually see my arm fat. So up here, up here, you know how like there's like fat all right here. You can actually see it on the upper side. Look up there where the letter L is. See that line? That's my armpit fold. So know what the effed up part is? There's no cure. Now luckily it's not impeding into my organs. That is the reason I actually got the courage to go to the doctor. If this would have been like, ouch! I don't say anything else, but you guys know I'm very scared. But thanks to the YouTube doctors, well, no, I talked to a lot of people too. I took a whole day off YouTube crying and figuring out what to do. I couldn't even walk. I can still barely walk. I shuffle my feet. The worst part is that you just have to suck it up. There's no cure, there's no treatment. The only quote-unquote treatment would be opening you up and doing surgery. But they only do that type of treatment if it's piercing into your, like the way that it's cracked or bent. Luckily, mine are not going into my lungs. So it confirmed what I knew. You know how sometimes you just know? And then sometimes you don't. I had a bad iron deficiency for a very long time and didn't even know. I had to find out eventually. Now Amber gives me iron supplements. Oh. Okay, this is, I just ate that entire, that's what, listen. That small little panini looking thing, that little sandwich, that Philly, ouch, I can't even sit up all the way. Oh. That Philly cheesesteak little sandwich is so good. This is a big slice right here. This is Shaq O'Neal's Big Feet. pizza. Mmm. It tastes better than their stuffed crust, and I thought their stuffed crust was excellent. Oh my god, this is good. Mmm. Oh my god. So, no more bouncing around in the intros, no more screaming and hollering at Nancy, no more fast-paced walking, no more stomping around the apartment. I probably shouldn't even be driving. He said, do the least amount physically possible. And they asked me what my job was, and I was like, oh. Running around my closet doing Walmart inventory, that's my job. He was like, huh? No, I'm joking. I told him, I'm like, look, I just make these little silly videos. He's like, we'll try to do it sitting still. So, the hardest part's taking a shower, so I didn't take one today or yesterday. I mean, I haven't showered for 3 days. I smell, good thing I'm all alone. I am disgusting. You can probably tell by looking at my grease ball of a hair. I haven't shaved, all this hair's coming out. Ooh. Man, this side's really good. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I think if I wasn't on these steroids, I would be very sad. I would feel every ache and pain. I probably would just stop filming completely. So I'm grateful. There's side effects to this too. Oh, it says on the bottle, it says on the bottle, this medication lowers your ability to fight off infections. Don't come in any close proximity, don't come in any contact with someone who has an infectious disease. I'm like, well, that's like everyone right now walking around Florida. So I don't know what to do. You know, pick up my food, get it delivered. Well, I still have to see a delivery person. Let's do this side now. Ooh, ah. People are like, you're so unhealthy. No, I'm not. This is protein. This one has more pepperoni and more pizza sauce. This one has more cheese. And they're the same thing. This one has way more pepperoni. I'm not okay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Ah. Ah. I got pinch. Ow. I feel pinching right here. Maybe that's why I keep having pinching. Someone please explain this esophagus situation to me. Not esophagus. Trachea. Why it curves. Now, I did some Googling because I forgot to... Well, no one brought it up to me. I didn't notice so I got home. I suppose if it was a problem, the radiologist or the doctor, the practitioner would have said something. But sometimes they see what they're looking for, not the whole picture. You never know. And I did some little Googling, and I saw that blunt force trauma, car accident, you know, fall down the stairs, or excessive violent coughing, which I really have under control compared to like the last 3 months, 2 months, 2.5 months. Could have knocked that trachea a little crookedy. Could have knocked it crooked. Ooh. But maybe that's why I keep having tickling in my chest. I don't know. Is it a birth defect? Has it always been that way? I don't even know. When was the last time I've had my chest scanned? I get an x-ray basically every year for my teeth. Last time, I can't even get x-ray on my body. I can't ever... I want to say when I broke my arm, when I was like 7. How old was I? Yeah, probably like 6, 7, 8 or something around there. And I also broke my ankle. I broke a lot of bones when I was a kid, but when was the last time I've been... Oh! When in college, I thought I was having a little scare. But that was about my neck. There was some lymph nodes getting really big in my neck. I guess that was my last time. Did I have an x-ray? Yeah, I did. Ow! I want another Philly cheesesteak sandwich so badly. With the peppers, it was so good. It was just so warm and dense and cheesy. Let's do, see, look how much more pepperoni is on the, God, just shifting my whole body, I feel pain in my ribs. I feel pain in my ribs just from leaning over. Oh, I forgot to tell you, well, I guess no, I did tell you in the beginning, but I have a lot of that numbing cream all over. So it kind of like tricks your brain. I've been putting Vicks on my chest and face for the past couple months just to help the cough. And it doesn't cure the cough. It doesn't even soothe the tickling that makes me want to cough. What it does is distracts your brain to like, ooh, there's Vicks on your forehead. It's cold. It almost stings. It's abrasive. It feels alarming. And so your brain focuses on that and it stops focusing on the, oh, it just smells nice, the eucalyptus or whatever's in there. Ouch! I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. A month, 2 months. He said, try to be still as much as you can. Don't exercise. I'm like, you don't have to worry about that one. Don't exercise. Don't clean. Try not to walk upstairs. Don't bend down. Don't bend over. This apartment's going to get disgustingly dirty. I won't be able to pick up after myself. I haven't even showered for 3 days. Look at my hair. Look at my facial. That's one thing someone did comment. Rain or shine, Nick is crazy, but at least he shaves for us every day. I always shave. I shower every day, except for the past 3 days. I shower every day, and I shave so I look presentable. Now look at my hair. So this is super pepperoni-y. Oh, that's a big piece. Chacarone, Shaquille O'Neal, or what's his name? Chacarone, Shakira. These people, is this his real name? Mmm. That's saucy, salty, and pepperoni-y. Whereas this, same thing. It's just they put way more cheese and less pepperoni. And it's very... Look how much more cheese is... Mmm. My life. Is anyone here watching me eat depression pizza? Two months. It also depends how quickly I heal. You know, I'm currently trying to battle off other stuff, and I'm full of water retention. So I don't know how difficult it's gonna, how fast I might even be slower than the norm. Man, I'm sleepy. I usually do get sleepy after big meals anyway. I ate a whole pizza, let's be real. This is one... This is 1/3 left over. And this, let's not count the rest, half. So I've eaten 1.5 of these. We don't count these, well, I guess, I don't know. We've had at least one whole one, okay. Ooh.
Hi, it's me. I'd like to thank all my patrons for supporting this video, and an even bigger thank you to my executive producers, Jamie Babycado, Princess Abbie, and C Butter. If you'd like to support my channel a little bit extra, or if you just want to see the real, unfiltered side of these videos, click the link in the description box and consider joining all of us over on Patreon. You'll get to see weekly videos and a much more candid side of me. Oh, and by the way, you have to be a grown-up to follow. Patreon's really for my closest followers only, and new openings become available on a first-come, first-served basis. So if you see an opening, hurry up. And if you want to hear from me personally, get yourself a video directly from me on Cameo, where I can surprise you with a video straight to your phone or your computer. You can also hire me to tell off your friend. If you want more, check out my merch store and get yourself a Waterweight t-shirt. Patreon, Cameo, and merch are all linked in the description box. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.